Hello, welcome to a wee St. Patrick's Day celebration, our online edition. My name is Beth Pitchford, and I am the director of North Star Irish Dance. NSID is a recreational Irish dance school with two locations. One is in Eden Prairie, and one is in Northfield at Division Street Dance. We're open to all ages, 4 and up, and I mean all the way up. I encourage adults to join. We focus on encouragement, growth of self, and inclusion. So let's get started with our first dance of the day. It was our treble reel we recorded last year once we found out that all the St. Patty's Day events were canceled. So here's our treble reel from 2020. All right, that was great. In addition to North Star Irish Dance, I also work at the Autism Society of Minnesota, and so I'm especially passionate about access to Irish dance for neurodivergent folk. And so, along these lines, today's broadcast is a fundraiser not only for North Star, but also for the Autism Society of Minnesota. Half of all donations today will go to Awesome, and you can donate at paypal.me/North Star Irish Dance or through Venmo at North Star Irish Dance. We really appreciate all the support. And now, on to our reels. Great job, dancers. So this year has pushed both adults and youth to find more ways to be flexible and find ways to relieve stress. For dancers, this usually means dancing. We've had to be creative in our delivery of dance classes and ways to stay connected. Some of our dancers have returned to in-studio dancing, socially distanced and masked, and some have continued their dance classes online. So I had the opportunity to film one of our online dancers after she came in for her filming spot. And here's a conversation with Julia and her mom about their experience.
Okay, so we're here with Julia and her mom Sarah, some North Star Irish dancers who stayed in the online classes during the pandemic. So Julia, what was that like for you?
It was not easy, but we had ways of making it more fun. We have like a 10-minute kind of stretching session after each class, and everyone's kind of really engaged, and this is super fun. Yeah, it's just really nice because we get to chat every once in a while.
Yeah, stay connected. And so Sarah, what was it like to suddenly have a dance studio at your living room?
That was an adjustment, and we have now switched to our living room being the dance area to give her enough space and privacy to do the Zoom and to have enough area to dance. It's carpeted, so it's a little bit different for her too, but at least we have enough space where she can move around and stay active. And that was important, to stay connected, to still have dance be a part of her life because it is such a big part of her. So it was important to still find a way to dance even while being at home, and having it offered through online was a great solution for us. It can sometimes be difficult with the timing of the music or with other kids dancing, but
not everyone's dancing at the same time, and sometimes other people are mirrored, so you don't know who's facing which way. So that's hard.
yes, yep. But still to feel connected in the dance community has been important. Julie is doing dance and school online, and I'm working from home, so to be able to have that community still is really important for mental health and for friendships. So it's an adjustment, but it's a happy adjustment for us to do, to just continue to be a part of the dance community.
Well, thanks for pitching in your thoughts, and it's good to see you guys in person.
So great to see them in person. This year, we had 2 lads start dance class with us. So this next video features their very first light jig, followed by the dancing of 3 sisters who were recipients of the Irish Music and Dance Association educational grant a couple of years ago. So here's the lads and the Wall sisters. Fantastic. The young ladies dancing in that video have been working on more than just school and dance classes this year. They've also been honing their musical skills. Up next, we have a video of Sophia and Sarah playing flute and clarinet. That's wonderful. And who knows, maybe next year, maybe the youngest sister will join in and we'll have 4 of the girls dancing with us. Our next dance is a larger set of light jigs, starting out with a recording from last year and then into a set of light jigs for this year. The music is by some pals of mine that I used to dance for back in Atlanta called the Border Collies. You heard them at the top of the show as well. Definitely check their music out. They're great crack and really good fun to dance along to. So here's some light jigs.
Scarlet Glen there lives a lass, and every Sunday after Mass she would go and have a glass for going home to barn. We won't go home along the road for fear that we might meet the rogue. Won't go home along the road, but we'll go home to barn. Won't go home across the fields, the big thorneens will stick in your heels. Won't go home across the fields, but we'll go home by barn. We won't go home around the glen for fear that we will rise again. Won't go home around the glen, but we'll go home by barn. We won't go down the milk bareen, the night is bright, we might be seen. We won't go down the milk bareen, but we'll go home by barn. We won't go home across the bog for fear we'll meet with Kearney's dog. Won't go home across the bog, but we'll go home by barn.
With music like that, who couldn't want to dance, right? I love the community feeling that exists within the Irish arts here in the Twin Cities. Over the past year, 3 local artists have used their Etsy stores to raise funds for us or have donated in other ways. The first one we'll highlight today is Earnest Threads. Earnest Threads is a fiber arts and botanical printing company featuring scarves, bags, and earrings. They also have clothing patterns and Irish dance solo dress patterns for those of you who want to kind of forge ahead in that task. Maddie also made my solo dress, so if you've ever seen me at FESH, she made that. And she's an Irish musician, so she's just talented all the way around. We'll show a clip here of the video that she sent us, and I encourage you to watch the rest of it on our YouTube channel. It's really cool to see the entire process of dyeing a scarf from start to finish.
Hi, I'm Maddie from Earnest Threads. Today I'm going to color this silk scarf with some natural dyes and then also print it with several types of plant. Thanks for watching and for supporting North Star Irish Dance.
So there you go. You have to go to YouTube for the juicy bits. Next are set of dances that are the graceful and uplifting slip jigs. They're often in stark contrast to the powerful reels, but don't be fooled. They require just as much strength to pull off, and I really love dancing slip jigs. So here are our slip jigs. I want to highlight again the resilience and perseverance of these dance students. Some of those steps were learned completely online, and that's no easy task. So good job, dancers. I'm very, very proud of you. And where would we be without such inspiring music? If you'd like to support the musicians, please buy their music. Dancers, subscribe to the FESH app, watch the live streams, and of course, once we can do it again, go out and see them live. And a place where you can hear about these events is a cornerstone in the Twin Cities Irish community and has been for 30 years. Not only is it the place to get Irish dance wear, such as shoes and our famous poodle socks, it is also where you can get Irish food, jewelry, clothing, all kinds of things. I am, of course, talking about Irish on Grand. I popped into the store last weekend to chat with Maeve about the store's experience during this wild year.
All right, so we're lucky to be here with Maeve from Irish on Grand. Snag a few minutes here. So how have you been doing, Maeve?
Hanging in there.
Hanging in there? Yeah, same.
That's the term.
Yes. So how's Irish on Grand been doing, and what changes have you all had to make in the store for COVID?
In the store, well, we had a first thing that nearly broke my heart was we had to put all our CDs on sale because we needed to get it down to one CD rack. So we did that before we opened back up. So we have to get out of the CD business because we don't have room to display them anymore. Because we had to create the spacing. We had a source. I mean, I had a lineup for the pure alcohol liquid hand sanitizer because you couldn't get it anywhere by the time we opened up. Lysol, I got loads of because we had a bit of warning as to what was happening. So I don't know. You know, we had to change the store around a bit so that we could create the space. How are you, Katie?
I know you.
Good. I got your stuff inside.
And then Irish Fair got canceled, and St. Patrick's Day, we have drive-through parades and online events. And usually the Irish community is very social. So what have you noticed from the Irish community as far as how everyone is managing through
The new world. Well, the musicians were great. They immediately got stuff up online. And I thought the dance schools did a great job too. I mean, one of them went around delivering floors to their students, which I thought was fantastic. You know, everybody learned Zoom.
Yeah.
You know, and that was great. I think there was more reaching out too and trying to help each other. We certainly were trying to do that. Kind of, yeah. You can do classes online. I mean, look at the Centre for Irish Music. They actually grew their audience because they could take their classes anywhere in the world because of Zoom.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, which is fabulous. And I think bit by bit we all started reaching out. And you know, usually our 30th anniversary, which was in October, that's a big event where we different dance schools and musicians playing out the back. And instead, we turned it into a benefit for the Dorothy Day shelter, an organization, and on one day, everybody came out, whether they purchased online or. So we were able to donate $4,100,
That's
which is
amazing.
30% of our sales on that one day.
Yeah.
Which you don't get that, and it was half and half online and half in person. So I think people are reaching out to help each other.
Yes. Yeah.
You know.
So what's your hope for everything as we come back, and what do you hope continues that we've learned how to do during this time?
Well, for us, our online sales have grown, and that will, throughout the US, Canada, even Ireland, and for us that will continue. I wouldn't be surprised if we continue with online lessons, because dance schools and musicians doing that, because there's something about the convenience of it. Really, yeah. You don't have to leave your home. You get a snow day, well, guess what? Hey, how are you? Yeah, yeah. Good. And I think students will continue to want that too.
Yeah.
I mean, Minnesota students are probably terrified because now they'll never get another snow day.
It's true. Yeah. Well, thank you for joining us and taking a break out of your busy day.
All right. And they've again highlighting the Irish community, giving back to the community, and a quick reminder that we are raising money for the Autism Society today, so please do donate. We're now starting up the hard shoe portion of our show. In the competitive Irish dance world, once dancers advance through the levels, some of the music is slowed down so as to allow for just wonderfully complex and difficult footwork. However, at NSID, we focus on traditional speed dances and traditional set dances, as these are important styles and dances as well. Here, we're starting out with our traditional speed treble jigs. Great job, dancers. I'm really missing getting to high five you all as you come off stage. So here's a virtual high five for all the dancers. I'm so proud of you all. So onto our next sponsor. In October, my friend Linda offered to do a fundraiser for North Star through her jewelry making business, A Twisted Fiddle. We ended up raising over $700, which covered our family's costume rental fees this year. Since we basically didn't get to use the costumes last year, I didn't think it fair to charge the fee again. So please check out some of the beautiful work here by Twisted Fiddle and purchase some of her stunning wearable art. I know I must have 6 or 7 of her pieces by now. This necklace, this bracelet. Every time I look, I see something else I love. So A Twisted Fiddle at Etsy. Just lovely stuff. So up next, we have some of my favorite dances to do and teach, the hornpipes. A word about choreography. Some of those hornpipes are from our workshop we did years ago with my dear friend Mary, who's a TCRG in Atlanta. We still dance them, we still love them. And then you may have noticed a hornpipe called Mr. Dean's, which I choreographed along with a friend in honor of my friend Patrick Dean, who is an artist in Georgia, which is where I'm originally from. Patrick is an artist and he has ALS. He's been very public about his continuation of the creation of art while ALS progresses, and it's been inspiring to watch. I was moved to create a piece of my art in honor of him and his family. So shout out to the Dean family in Georgia. Shifting into traditional sets now, and we're starting off with one of my favorites, and I know I say that about almost all the dances, but really, the Blackbird. Here we go. We have so many dancers with multiple talents, as you saw with the Wall Sisters earlier. We have dancers who do woodworking, who are artists, and who make musical instruments like our next performer. This is Melissa playing a fiddle that she built. So very cool. Our next dance is another traditional set in hornpipe timing. It's the Job of the Dirty Work. Great, more virtual high fives all over the place. The next artist I want to highlight was scheduled to be one of our vendors at last year's We St. Pat's, and I was so sad that we didn't get to see her work out and displayed. Though since then, I've made many a project from her yarn, including this shawl here. It's the Only the Good Dye yarn. And here we'll show a clip of Monica's process for dyeing both animal-based fibers, so wool, and plant-based fibers, more like cotton. To watch the full video, please check that out on our YouTube channel. It's about 4 minutes long, and it does show it's the starting yarn and right on through to the finished product. It's really beautiful stuff. Up next is another trad set in hornpipe timing, quite a few of those. This is the Garden of Daisies. Fantastic. No St. Patrick's Day celebration is complete without dancers performing the traditional set, St. Patrick's Day. Here we go with Patty Days, and tremendous kudos to the dancers for whom this is their very first traditional set. I don't know how anyone can resist dancing traditional sets. Now we've come to our last dance of the show. When quarantine began, I was teaching dance from my dance shed, so at about an 8x8 square foot area. And dancers were finding innovative ways to keep dancing from home, as you heard Julia before, dancing on carpet even. I thought we needed a new dance to learn to keep us all engaged. It needed to be a dance that didn't take up too much physical space. That dance is next, and it's a trad set in treble jig timing called the 3 Sea Captains. That's so great. Well, that's our show. Thank you so much for coming out today, and to everyone who has donated during the show. You can, of course, continue donating throughout the week. We can't wait until we can see each other all again, and hopefully that's Irish Fair this August. Until then, North Star will keep dancing and learning and growing. For more Irish celebrations, be sure to check out the Irish Music and Dance Association's St. Patrick's Day Pajama Party. You can learn more about that, and you can see more dancing, more music on their website, irishmusicanddance.association.org, or on their Facebook page. And of course, check out our friends over at O'Shea Irish Dance. They're streaming Kickin' It Irish. I know I'll be watching that. I want to thank all of the dancers for your dedication, and the dance parents and families for your support and loyalty this year. Huge shout out to Stephen, who is running all the tech backstage. I know it's been a hard year for many reasons, even beyond the pandemic and social change. So thanks so much for joining us. I hope you all have a wonderful St. Patrick's Day. Sláinte.